Welcome, everybody. Let's talk about the art of letting go. This is very, very important. Why did I want to talk about this? Number one, because of my own experiences with my family, as well as all of your experiences with your family, as well as friends, people that you used to know. Understand as you continue to grow, there are certain people that are going to fall off. And one thing that I've always said is there's a time to hold on and there's a time to let go. That's just facts. We don't even have to have a debate about this. Okay? Family. Let's talk about family. I'll tell you about a quick experience when I was working. I worked in social work for 20 something years. So I'm retired out of that field. I also worked in life insurance. Loved it. Loved it. Okay. But one thing that you have to understand is that, especially when I was in life insurance, I made a lot of money. Whether we're talking about 12,000 a month, whatever, I was making a lot of money in life insurance. Okay. I mean, I'm retired now, but I did. And so you're talking about, but I was working a lot too. I was working 7 days a week. Okay. So to make the story short instead of long, I came back into town and I'm making all this money, right? I'm successful. I feel that I have a great personality. And so my aunt, she decided to have everyone come in for dinner. Say, well, hey, Akai's coming in from out of town, down in Illinois and Missouri. Let's get together. Let's go to the movies. Let's go out to dinner. Let's do that. Here's the deal. Guess what? I paid for me and my mom to get into the movies because I picked my mother up. I paid for my mom and I to eat at the restaurant. Okay. If you invited me out to a restaurant because I'm coming in town temporarily to visit for about a week, then between all of y'all could have made sure that I ate. And then one of them had the nerve to ask me if I would pay for her and her son. And I said, no, I'm just paying for me and my mother, which made goddamn sense. I'm the guest. You know, when I was just working a regular 9 to 5 job, it's like I could just tell, all of the respect wasn't there. Then I'm making even more money. What does that tell you? It didn't matter how much money I was making or anything. They just didn't like me, and you got to embrace that. You got to embrace not being liked and understand that there's a reason for that. Okay? What I found in my own life is that I ignored symptoms when I was younger. I'm in my 50s now. Okay? When I was younger, I ignored symptoms. A teenager, a child, a teenager. And in my 20s, I ignored those symptoms. That's the worst thing. It's like you having symptoms physically and you refuse to go to the doctor just to at least get a diagnosis so you got 6 months to live, you got 10 months to live. What is the diagnosis? What are the treatment modalities that can be put in place so that if you want to live longer, what do you need from me? What do I got to go to chemo? What's going on? So you got to do the same thing when you get a sense from someone that they're not right. You have to make sure that you pay attention to that and stop getting caught up in, but they my grandma, but they my cousin, but they my auntie. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If it mattered, then why are you having the experiences that you're having? Think about that shit. I mean, just for a moment, just think about that. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is learn how to let go. Okay, letting go to grow, letting go of family, certain family members. Don't be talking about, well, that's my grandfather, so I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. No, you're not. You're not living your life for other people. You are living your life for you. You came out of your mother's womb through her birth canal by yourself. Even if you are a twin, One twin came out first before the other one did. And when you die, you're going to leave here by yourself. It ain't going to be a group of people. It ain't going to be your whole family say, okay, we're all ready to die now. Let's go, hit the button, boom. That's not what's going to happen. The other thing that you got to do is remove negative energies from your life. It's still talking about the same thing. We have auras. Some people are able to pick up on them. Some people are not. Me, I'm an empath. I was born in March, so I am an empath. Pisces are the most powerful empaths. In other words, on the planet, we could just be around you for about 5 minutes. Even my dad used to be able to do it when he was alive. He could talk to you for 5 minutes and read you from A to Z. You might as well stop lying because it's over. I'm the same way. I can look at you. I can look at people walking down the street and read them. Within that 30 seconds that I'm seeing them walk down the street. I'm not making assumptions. I'm just reading them. But I also don't judge people. See, that's the other thing. You can't be sitting up there like you a judge and judge people. And the most pathetic people that I've ever seen in my life are very judgmental. It's always people that have mental problems, emotional problems. They got demons on them, and they're very judgmental. But they don't have accountability either. So you bring something to their attention, they don't want to hear it and they want to fight and argue. Okay? But you got to keep those negative people from around you, those negative energies. So you have some people where they're in the higher chakras. If any of you know what chakras mean. They're in there, they're operating in their higher chakras. They're in their crown chakra. They're in their star chakra, their sun chakra. They're in their higher chakras. They're at least in their throat chakra. Which means everything that they say is going to make sense. And it's from a love perspective. When you got people that are in their lower chakras, they're gonna hit you with all kind of problems because they're in their root chakra. Somebody in their root chakra, they're gonna lie, they're gonna steal, they're gonna kill, they're gonna manipulate, and they always gonna be the accuser, pointing a finger at you and never have accountability. A lot of you don't realize that you're dealing with demons every day. That's your problem. So you got to learn how to read people. It's not that difficult if you pull your head out of your butt and breathe and meditate and focus. Okay? All right. Energy vampires are real. Yes. You got people that you'll meet at the club. You have people at work. You have people in your family that are energy vampires. They just constantly bring in negative energy. It's insane how much they bring to you, but they never bring anything positive to you. They're the ones that's always complaining. They always have something negative to say about somebody. And then you have others at work. You ever know somebody where every time you see them, something bad happening to them. And you keep wondering, you like, why? And they always run into you because they want to drain your energy. That's what you got to understand. You got to be careful about who's actually around you. It ain't easy. But if you take your time, you'll get through it. So that's all I got for today. I just wanted to break that down. I just felt and sensed that this would be a good topic. And believe it or not, this is my very first video. I'll holler at y'all later. Akai out.